everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Gold Crest Valley. And I happen to be walking past a stop sign here, and I noticed you got the hand symbol. I've never noticed this before, but yeah, so we can we can take the stop sign with us here. Oh, oops, we dropped it. I'm not sure, really what we can do with this, but I just happen to notice that you can steal stop signs and other signs for that matter on the map here. Just thought I would show that to you folks here as I was, like I said, walking past the sign there. Okay, so we are at the shop here, and we are going to buy ourselves a mower. I believe we currently have the front Lily mower, so we're going to get the rear Lily mowers. 49,000. Go ahead and select that. No options on it, I guess. And to my knowledge, the Lily mowers, you cannot attach the front mower behind this. Only the Pottinger mowers you can do that with. But anyway, we got the New Holland up here. I'll go ahead and grab the rear mower here, and then we got the front mower up at the main farm yet. And we're going to start mowing the big field. And that is, of course, field 20 there. We'll just pull out in front of the car there. And before I get asked, seems like I always do every time I use the flashers or four-way hazards here, how do you turn them on? It is number 2 on the numpad. And the beacons, by the way, are the home button. So home turns on and off the beacons, and 2 on the numpad turns off the hazards, or four-ways, flashers, whatever you want to call them. And these Lily mowers should work pretty good behind the New Holland. I don't think you can actually turn around in the New Holland here either. I don't think it can do the reversed driving that I know of. And since last episode, I did go ahead and get all the fields replanted. I was going to save some replanting here for this episode, but I guess I got a little carried away and cultivated and replanted all the fields. Like I said, kind of got the lower fields here all in soybeans. Went ahead and planted field 15 here in sugar beets. So that'll be the sugar beets for our pigs. I probably won't bother selling any of the sugar beets. We'll probably just hang on to all of them and put them up in the storage by the pigs there. And then the other 2 fields here up on the main farm area are corn. So just to show you folks on the map here. Guess I went the wrong way. So yeah, we got corn up on 12 and 14, sugar beets on 15, and then the rest of the fields here are all soybeans. It's also definitely come to my realization we definitely need a larger tractor on the farm, or one more larger tractor, that is. We got the New Holland here, which is pretty much big enough for all the equipment we have. But then the next tractor we have is the FENDT. That's the next largest tractor. A little bit small for like the cultivator, for example. Even the mowers here, it's way too small for. So we could definitely use another larger tractor here. But like I said, we are saving up for field 26. That will be our first purchase. We are going to get the larger field here. And then after that, we'll probably look at a larger tractor here as well. I'm not sure what yet. You folks are welcome to make some suggestions for tractors you'd like to see next. Probably won't be anything of the Challenger size yet. I don't think we'll quite have the funds for that. But definitely one more larger, New Holland size tractor here. Something in the 300-400 horsepower range would be good. Okay, so let's get started here. This is going to be one large field to mow here, that's for sure. Oh, that mower was already folded out, so let's fold out the rear mowers. And get everything fired up here. Not sure how this is going to work with the headland. I guess we'll find out. Obviously, at some point here, I'm probably just going to hire a worker. But for now, we'll start myself here doing a little mowing. Seems like such a narrow little windrows coming out of these mowers here. Double check the field is ready to be mowed, correct? I guess it helps if you turn that on so you can actually see. Yes, it is in the... This is the furthest growth stage that grass gets, so it is the furthest growth stage, so it should be ready to be mowed. And I'll make a couple passes with this, and we'll get the windrower up here, and of course the baler. And I'm thinking we need at least a few just regular grass bales up for the cows there. With the cows, when it shows grass here that the cows need, it does actually mean grass. So hay bales do not work. I did try that. Like, nope, no hay bales. So you do have to give them grass bales or, you know, grass from a loading wagon. Either one of those will work. And I did manage to find one more grass bale in my stack of bales I had down by the cows there. Looked like that was the last one, though, so we'll definitely be getting some more grass bales for the cows. And then we'll probably bring them a load of silage bales as well. With the advancing time, there are definitely burn through quite a bit of bales, mixed rations, straw, all that stuff for the cows and the animals there. The pigs should be happy again, with the exception of the corn. We'll have to wait for that to grow. And like I was saying as well, we'll just lease the sugar beet harvesting equipment, just the pull-behind one. We won't bother getting the big one there for that little field. Okay, and we'll read some comments here. Mathos was saying, Happy New Year. Samuel was saying, I don't have Pleasant Valley yet, so not sure where it came from. Yes, for those of you who have Pleasant Valley or seen Pleasant Valley, it looks like Goldcrest Valley here. It's just a 4X version of it with some extra map around the outside. Basically, where the tunnel ends there, in Pleasant Valley, the tunnel actually continues and goes on to the other side of the map there, where there's some additional map on the side, as well as basically all the way around. So Goldcrest is kind of in the middle of that map with, like I said, extra map around it, or a total of a 4X map, I believe it is. And I'm not entirely sure if Pleasant Valley is available for public download or not. I'm not actually sure on that one. It's technically not been released yet. It is still kind of alpha, beta release at this point. Really, the only thing on it yet is pretty much farming, seed production, and then the sand and gravel have been implemented. But other than selling them, I don't think you can actually do anything with them yet. For those of you who are familiar with the Pleasant Valley maps, none of the factories have been implemented yet, at least not in the version we have. It sounded like the next couple of weeks here, those were going to get implemented, or he was going to start working on them anyway. And then, of course, there's no mod pack to go with Pleasant Valley yet either. Again, for those of you familiar with Pleasant Valley typically came with a pack of mods, and I do mean a pack. There's usually quite a few mods that went with it. There's no mod pack yet at this point. VRKO was saying, I got a farming simulator steering wheel for Christmas. That is pretty cool. Gonna have a lot of fun with that. Stuart was saying, great video. Happy New Year. Greg was saying, I did field 15 as sugar beets and got about 90,000 liters. Figures that should hold my pigs over for a little while. Yeah, if we get the same amount off our field here, that should be good. Speaking of the fields, I should double check. I didn't actually check the fertilizer on all the fields. They should be good because when I planted them, or before I planted them, I put down pellet fertilizer. Then I did the oilseed radishes. And then, of course, our cedar fertilizes as well. So that should actually be, yes, they are all good. That's actually 4 levels of fertilization if you're adding that up. Edward was asking, how do you make money on the pigs? You were saying in one of your older videos you make really good money from them. Okay, so yes, like I was saying in the earlier video, and you're probably talking about the Sosnovka series there, we were making a killing off the pigs. The pigs reproduce relatively quickly, and once you get to a certain point, I think we were going for about 200 pigs there on Sosnovka. Once we got over 200 pigs, we started selling it back down to 200 pigs. So you make money off the pigs by selling pigs. So in this case, we're up to what? I think it was 43 pigs, and maybe higher now. 44 pigs now. 44 pigs. So you can see every 6 hours and 28 minutes, I am getting a new pig, which is actually pretty good, I would think. Actually, it could probably be a little bit better yet if we get the corn there and the sugar beets. But the way you make money off the pigs is by selling them. And of course, you don't want to sell all of them. Make sure you hang on to enough so that they will continue to reproduce. And like I was saying, they're on Sosnovka for multiplayer at least. Once we got over 200, we would sell it back down to 200 or so pigs. That seemed like a pretty good number there on Sosnovka. And like I said, we were really making a bank on that. Okay, we'll just hire a worker here at this point, or maybe not. Can you not hire a worker? So that definitely is not going to work. Oh, he just wanted to raise him up and lower him back down. Okay, fine, whatever. Not sure why he thought he had to stop him, raise him up, and lower him back down, but okay. Let's grab our next tractor here, the FENDT. And we'll grab our windrower. And I think we're probably actually in the end here going to have pretty much all our tractors working on this field here. Or all the tractors that we have left, I should mention. I don't think I showed that on screen. I did go ahead and sell the New Holland, the small New Holland tractor, and the small case tractor. So both those tractors are now gone. And what I'm thinking we're going to do with the windrower here, again, we'll probably do a little bit myself here to get started. And then we're going to switch over to using Courseplay. Not a hired worker, we're going to use Courseplay. The reason we're going to use Courseplay is so I can use Courseplay to bale with. And again, maybe when we bale, we'll do a little bit of baling ourselves, and we'll just set Courseplay loose on it. Okay, so I'm going to get Courseplay set up here. We're going to switch to field work mode. And we're going to select field 20. And the width, I don't know if it'll calculate the width. I guess it did, without it folded out. Okay, I'll just see if we get a different number here, 14.8. That looks like the number it wants, so okay. Starting corner will be, let's see what's here. This will be the southwest. I almost always have to look up at the map here just to figure out what direction that is. And then we're going to go north. Headlands, we'll leave the headlands off, I think. We'll find out. Maybe that's going to be a bad idea. We'll see once. And then I'm actually going to open the GPS here as well, calculate the width. Set that to 14.8 as well. And seriously, after 3 versions of Farming Simulator, and the GPS mod still cannot be set to exactly what you want it to without a lot of finagling. There we go, 14.8, finally. Oh, I should probably generate the course. I guess I didn't do that yet. Generate the course, there we go. So pretty much what I've done here, I've got the GPS lined up, and I've also got course play set up here. So field 20, 14.8 meter. I wonder if I should actually make that smaller. Yes, I think I do need to make that smaller. Let's go with 14 meters, actually. You know what? Let's regenerate this course, because it occurs to me I've had problems with this wind roar before. It says it's 14.8. It's lying. It's not. Let's go with 14 just to be safe. Just because it's an easy number to work with. You could probably get away with 14.5 if I had to guess. Okay, regenerate the course. Now we'll save it. And also change GPS back down to 14 here. Again, we'll have fun with this, trying to get it to 14 exactly. There we go. I mean, I don't know who seriously came up with the idea that GPS should jump numbers like that, but yeah, that's somewhat ridiculous in my opinion. Okay, and it looks like I do need to move the GPS over here just a little bit. Okay, there we go. And the plan, of course, is to make silage bales and sell the silage bales off this field. Like I was saying when it started, though, we'll bring a few to the cows here. Nickel Wood was saying you can store grains at the pigs in those sheds where you have the straw bales at. You'll have to use a bucket, though, to get the crops back out. That's kind of why I don't want to store the grains there in the sheds, because I'll have to use a bucket to get them back out. Not that it's the end of the world, but I'd much rather have like a placeable. Or I think it was, I don't know if I can find the comment now, but I think it was George was saying the train station is actually up there, and you could actually store it at the train station. So that might actually be a little bit better idea there. Then you just have to drive up with a tipper, load the tipper up, and then you'll empty it into the pigs. And just double check with course play here, see if we're still on track for course play. Yes, we are. So we got course play set up to 14 meters. So when I'm done with this, we'll just tell course play to take over. Happy TNT Gamer was saying good video and Happy New Year. Comment from George here. He was saying the only thing worse here in Farming Simulator 17 than Farming Simulator 15 is the quality of the field work by hired workers. Leaves a lot to be desired. With those missing parts at the ends of the fields and turns, etc. And yes, I have noticed that on this map here as well. Field work is sometimes a little bit unpredictable, especially like I was mentioning there on field 24 there. The hired worker does some weird things. But like I mentioned last episode, we have solved that problem. The hired worker doesn't do weird things on that field anymore now that we got the trees around it cut down. So definitely the trees are what's causing the issue. And I suspect the reason for this is Giants has tried to make the hired workers a little bit smarter. So if there's objects at the end of the field, the hired worker will turn around a little quicker. You'll especially notice that on this field here. So on field 20, there's that house down by the end of that field. The hired worker will make turns on the field as opposed to actually, going off the field like I'm doing now. So it won't run into the house. And yes, that just occurred to me. That's probably I'm going to have issue with that, aren't I, with course play. I was thinking I was home free on this field, but I just remembered that. Yes, we got that house down there. That's going to be in the way. Actually, I wonder. Probably actually should have been better off going this way on the field, east-west, as opposed to north-south maybe. We'll see once. Daniel was asking, can you plant oilseed radishes before cultivating? So I'm assuming you can ask, can you no-till them? With the seeder I use, I don't think you can. And the reason for that, I use the weeder seeder here. I use this particular seeder. I doubt this one will no-till. I haven't actually tried that. I would assume, though, with the VARIO seeder, you probably could no-till oilseed radishes, I would assume. But again, I have not tried that. Tim was saying, I've been wondering how long it takes for trees to grow. Now I know, 11-ish in-game days. Good thing somebody was keeping track there, because I kind of lost track. For those who've seen the in-between episode there, I kind of called it. Pretty much just sat there and fast-forwarded time for, I think it was actually almost a 10, 12-minute episode? I forget, something like that. Pretty much fast-forwarded time for the trees to grow there. That way we can do some more logging episodes here on this map. And with the logging, by the way, I am keeping the logging episodes separate from the normal farming ones here. So for those you like the farming ones, and those you like the logging ones, well, there are separate episodes. And hopefully we'll get into some more logging here at some point. Like I said, with the whole month of December here and holiday and stuff like that, been pretty busy, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to make extra videos. But hopefully now that we're past the holidays and all that good stuff, hopefully we'll have a little more time here again. Okay, let's tell course play to take over here. Hopefully we're still lined up right, and we can just simply hit drive course, and away it goes. Oh, it looks like GPS must have been off by just a little bit. You can see a little jog in the windrow there. Close enough, hopefully. Okay, VALTRA here. Oh, you were up by the cows, aren't you? Okay. I guess I'm going to have to drive it back here first. Did not realize that. Okay, and we're back to the main farm here. We'll grab the baler and head out to field 20 here. Okay, in the comments, Thomas was saying, great video. On the cultivator, the 4 sets of 3 tines are to break up the soil behind the tractor. That's kind of what I figured it was on that cultivator there. Those extra set of tines there for the ground. or to break up behind the tractor, where the tractor is basically going to compact the dirt down with the tires. It's a little bit of extra loosening up of the soil there, I guess you could say. Second Year Gaming was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Okay, let's start baling here. Going to set up drive control there at 100%, so it'll stop when we're 100% full. The only issue with that is obviously it doesn't stop us quite quick enough unless you set the speed low enough. And I think on the multiplayer server we actually found, I think it was at 3 miles an hour. At 3 miles per hour. Now, I don't know if you actually really want to go this slow or not, but if you go 3 miles per hour, drive control will stop you quick enough that you don't have to like back up all the time, which is kind of nice. Luke was saying, love the videos. Thank you very much for that. Hunter was asking, what John Deere mods do you want in the game? Well, at this point, I would say we have several nice tractors, or at least halfway decent ones anyway. I think what we need at this point is a good couple of good John Deere combines. A couple of the good larger John Deere combines, that is. The 9770 is okay, but it's not great. Definitely would like to see some of the nice 600 series combines. And for those who remember way back in Farming Simulator 2013, yes, I said 2013, we did have some really nice John Deere S600 series combines. I think we actually had a 650, 660, 670, 680, and 690, all 5 of them, if I remember correctly. And those were really nice combines back in Farming Simulator 13. Never really seen much of them in 15, unfortunately. We did have the 690, and I know there was a 680. I don't remember if there was any of the other 600 series combines, though. And they definitely didn't look, at least in my opinion, as nice as they did back in Farming Simulator 13, actually, surprisingly. And by the way, we will get... is that tractor stuck on the rock over there? It kind of looks like he is, yes. I was about to say that we're going to get course play going on this here as well. And that should be as simple as loading up the exact same course for the windrower. Put them in fieldwork mode and tell them to drive the course. And let's see, are you you are stuck on the rock, aren't you? Okay. Suppose it wouldn't hurt maybe do like a headland across here. Oh, that windrower's catching up, isn't he? Yeah, I suspect we're going to have some issues here. Like I said, I thought we were okay on this field, but I forgot about the house that's on the corner over here. Maybe should have done a headland or two. Oh, well, kind of a little late now. I guess we could restart everything, but that seems like a little too much work for that. We'll just see how it goes. Wow, what kind of crazy turn is that? Yeah, that's Courseplay doing that turn. Okay, wow. Not sure what Courseplay is trying to prove there with that turn. Okay, the hired worker simply just does not like it when I start him with the mowers lower, does it? And we're probably going to have to... Why did you just stop there? No, it's too bad you can't actually see what's... Helper FRANA is blocked. Is that this one? Can't actually tell on the map here. Doesn't give me the name on there, does it? So why is it not giving... It should actually be, yeah, it should be this tractor here, because that's the only hired worker I have going, I believe. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, now that I'm out, I can actually see the name. Why are you blocked by an object? And what object exactly? Okay, so what have the mod authors hid underneath the map here? I don't think Giants would hide anything under the map, but it is definitely a common occurrence for other mod authors to hide objects underneath the map. They either, you know, don't know what to do with, or I don't know why they hide it underneath the map, but they just set it underneath the map. Kind of an annoying thing. Okay, we got one more tractor. That's a chainsaw. One more tractor. And, of course, we're going to grab the wrapper here with the Massey Ferguson. Seeing how much I've used this tractor, I probably actually should have bought it as opposed to leasing it. We are still leasing the Massey Ferguson here yet. Wasn't really intending on keeping this tractor that long. And what we can probably do is actually run the same course as the baler here. I know I tried that on the smaller field there. It did not work, but we might be able to get it to work on field 20 here, a little bit larger field. Basically, what was happening is course plate could not turn around at the end of the field on the smaller, was it 14? Yeah, I think it was 14. Course plate could not turn around on that field, but hopefully on field 20 here, being a larger field, it should be able to. And hopefully with this being a little bit smaller tractor, it'll work a little better here as well. I know the larger tractors, it's actually a little difficult to get the bale into the tractor, or into the wrapper, I mean. You have to drive so close to it. Speaking of wrapper, it occurs to me, I should really go ahead and sell this wrapper, shouldn't I? That's right, folks, we do have a new wrapper. Forgot all about that here until I start wrapping these. It's, wait a minute, we got the auto unloading wrapper here under baling technologies. We got the R.D. Allen AUL automatic unloading wrapper here. Should actually go ahead and buy that. You know what, we'll do that. I'll have to do that off screen here though, because it's about time to wrap up the episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.